This is an SSD for your phone. It increases the capacity up to 2 terabytes, delivers speeds up to 1600 megabytes per second, and you can also use it on your Windows or Mac computer, or even if you have a Linux computer. It's small and slim, designed to be attached here on the back of any phone using this magnetic system. If you like recording videos on your phone, this can be really interesting. And if your phone doesn't have any magnets, it comes with a ring that you can attach to the back of your phone or to the back of the phone case, and that solves the issue. It's called the ORICO K20 Mini, and it's designed to be on the back of our phone regardless of the setup that we have. In the past we have seen this solution here from ORICO as well. The main difference is that this one here, we will decide which SSD we will put inside, and it is a plastic enclosure, while this one right over here is full aluminum body, and the SSD is already inside, so it's a plug and play, while this one right over here we will need to decide which SSD to put in and then assemble it. But I will leave a link down below so that you can check out this one as well. Inside the package we will find the K20 Mini, which is made entirely of aluminum, with the exception here on the back where there's the magnets and a kind of material to avoid scratching our phone. It has a 13 centimeters USB Type-C 20 gigabit cable, a manual, and the magnetic ring to attach to the back of the phone. Personally, I prefer to put on the back of a case like this one right over here. So in case I want to use the phone without the ring, I just need to remove the case itself, and that is it. But this is something personal. The maximum speed that I could achieve was roughly 1600 megabytes per second connected here to my MacBook Pro. These are very decent speeds, and although ORICO claims it can reach up to 2000 megabytes per second, I couldn't get more than 1600, which is a lot. Now this will be useful not only for those that want to increase their phone storage capacity, but also for anyone who needs to transfer large files. And if you record videos on your phone and then you want to move them to a computer or tablet, it's important that the transfer speed is fast, or else you will be spending a lot of time waiting to transfer files. And although usually the internal speed of the phones is a bit slower than the laptops, I did a few tests on the phone, and for example, transferring 8 gigabytes or 10 gigabytes from the phone to the SSD was really quick, and if you transfer from the SSD to the laptop will be quicker as well. But the biggest advantage here is that I will be able to have a setup such as this, and let's imagine that I want to record and go on the outside. I will not be recording on the phone, I will be recording directly on the SSD, which is something really useful. So then I just need to pick up the SSD and transfer back to my computer. So we can have a setup similar to this Huawei P70 Ultra on a tripod and add a microphone or lights, and if your phone mount doesn't have magnets, you can also attach the ring to the mount and you will get a nice setup. On the Google Pixel 10 and Pixel 10 Pro, with or without case, it works just great. The magnetic system really strong, called Pixel Snap. Even if you abuse it like I did, it doesn't fall that easily. Actually, I couldn't make it fall. On the Pixel 9 and Pixel 9 Pro, since the magnetic system isn't as strong, it will slip a bit, and in those cases you will need to use either the ring or the cases that I use. I prefer this right over here, as I mentioned, like these cases right over here, which we don't need to put in the ring because it already has the magnetic system built in, and this is my favorite way. Now on phones like the Huawei P70 Ultra, it also has a weak magnetic system, actually weaker than the Pixel 9 Pro, so you will need definitely the magnetic case or the ring. Now the iPhone 16 Pro has the MagSafe and holds perfectly with or without the case, just as well as the Pixel 10 Pro. And since this is a normal SSD, you can use it with your computer. You don't need to purchase this SSD just to be used by your phone. Actually, it comes with a 13 centimeters cable right over here, which is perfect for this kind of scenario, and I will be able to use with this cable on my tablet and on my laptop as well. But if we need, we can just get another different USB Type-C cable. Just have in mind that if you purchase a slow cable, you will have slow transfer speeds, but as long as it's 20 gigabits or superior, then you will be able to have a normal cable and then just plug into any device that you use, and this will be almost like a universal SSD. And sometimes when people ask me, hey Robert, which SSD should I purchase? There are a lot of SSDs and most of them are as fast as this one, and the price might be the same as well, but if they are bigger and if they don't have this magnetic system, then they will be great to be able to use with our computers, tablets, and so on. But if we want something to use with our phones as well, probably they are not so suitable. So the advantage right over here is that I don't need to use it exclusively on my phone. I can use on any device, but if I need to have a setup such as this and then go outside and record my videos or just transfer files or just keep my important files backed up right over here, then I can do that on my phone and have it right over here on a really cool setup, which in my opinion looks really awesome. And I can use it as a regular SSD as well. Capacity will go from 512 gigs up to 2 terabytes. This one here is the 1 terabyte version. And of course, if you prefer to assemble your own SSD inside, there's also this option where we can see the build quality is completely different. The design, this one looks a lot better than this one right over here, which is more on the do-it-yourself side. And this one is a plug-and-play, which is the K20 Mini, and it's the new model. But in terms of putting on the back of any phone, just easy as this. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and if you did so, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.